Yeah, boy. This is a show that everybody is waiting for. The show is rated R, even though it's a tempered, slowed, less aggressive rated R because we have a very special young man in the building today who had a big, big day. Some know him as the weatherman, Cam. Some know him as my man, Cam. Some know him as Mama's boy, Cam. Right?
My baby bear.
Some people know him as Cam I Am, and he is in the building today, looking good with the Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Really? So, Cam, let me talk to you for a minute, man. Last time I saw you, I want to apologize. Because I was probably a little over the legal limit, right? But we had a good time. We were hanging out, right? And I'm glad you came. What made you come today?
To do this, and I wanted to try to do one because I never did
a podcast.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, you're with us, man. I told you, we come whenever you want. Your mom made you, though, right?
No, I
So
simply
you wanted to go?
asked.
Because I know a couple weeks ago you said you wanted to go, but then you didn't come.
Yeah, because when I was coming back from my 3-week vacation in New York, I wanted to see my family after
he's gone. Yeah.
Now, how was New York, man?
It was pretty good, and it was crazy.
It was crazy. What was crazy about it?
At my grandmother's house, there was a bunch of little kids running around. I'm like, I can't do this.
You got to remember, he's the oldest of all the grandkids.
Really?
So, and his cousin is about a month younger than him. So them two click and all the
Did you hang out? You hang out with your cousin? Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. You stay out late?
No. We just.
Whereabouts in New York were you? Were you in New York?
Yes, at Dad's house you were.
Where was
it?
Dad is in Harlem.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And Grandma's in the Bronx. So
you weren't playing, huh?
Grandma's in the Bronx.
You see these sisters with some tight froze and some...
No.
Nothing like that going down?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
What'd you see?
I just So
stay up late at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Did you walk around at all? Were you feeling the vibe of the street?
You love the city?
Mm-hmm,
he
yeah.
definitely. I think I feel like he's gonna leave me for the city when he turns 18.
The problem is, to leave your mother, you need FBI and Secret Service protection because she'll be right around the corner.
He knows.
For you. But welcome, Chicago Bulls fan. So Michael Jordan's the man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of players that are the mans.
But your boy's KD, right?
Yeah, Bill.
Who's your boy?
Jordan, James, LeBron James.
Yes. Okay, all right.
Kobe,
rest in peace for the Black Mamba, huh?
Man, I don't like the new Rose. I like the old Rose.
Derrick Rose. I think everybody likes.
Comeback, man.
I think everybody likes the old Derrick Rose, but you know what? He's working his way back to the old Derrick Rose.
And that's good because sometimes when you fall, you don't get back up. So that's a good life lesson for you. But who are you rooting for? We rooting for Milwaukee or Phoenix in the end?
I was hoping Devin Booker.
Devin Booker,
so was I. But he's got that Kardashian curse, so just leave it at that.
Did you watch the Olympics at all?
Yeah. When I was in the city, I did a little bit, but I only watched the basketball ones.
The basketball ones, yeah. We got the gold medal, huh? Barely. But we escaped out of there.
My boo is on the team. Ask him how he feels about my boo.
Who's your boo?
That's her boo is Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum, really? She got a different boo every week, I think, huh?
No. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We got a different sports.
First it was Harry Potter, then it goes Jason Tatum, and then Bob from Bob's Burgers.
I love Bob from Bob's Burgers.
All right, well, happy to have you here today, man.
Thank you.
We're gonna rock and roll. But it's a big day for you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna let your mom explain because it's a big day for her too. So tell us about your people like the feedback I'm getting is the adventures of your parenting.
Okay,
right?
So today was a tough one for me in parenting land. Obviously this is my youngest. This is my last baby, but we've been through a lot together. the journeys. And today was freshman orientation
Oh.
for high school, and it was a lot to take in. It wasn't what I remember being a freshman, and
Because we went to the jungle.
I mean, these kids were very respectful.
Sure, they pick and choose the best of the lot.
And
they got a tremendous.
Voca has a really, really like filtering process.
Yeah,
and it's tough. And they
For
said
now, it's not going to last forever.
the principal did say, "You are here because through the years you've middle school your attendance was good, your grades were good. Otherwise, honestly, you won't get in there."
Yeah, for us. Yeah.
But I think he will be absolutely 100% okay, but it's me that's not okay.
Sure. Well, you said something interesting about the females and how appropriately dressed that they were.
I was very shocked because when I think back to my oldest son, it was like, to hell with the dress code, but today they were very respectful.
You said it's the fashion's coming back, right? Bell-bottom jeans.
Like the 90s, the early 90s fashions are coming back. I saw a girl like with like fringe shirt, like bell-bottom jeans, and it was like platform shoes. I'm like, whoa. I'm like,
you feeling it? You like it?
I was like, I think so, but I think that they still want to reveal. They still want to show so much skin.
Sure.
But I mean, they were very, very respectful today.
Let me tell you something. As a man, show me less skin. Give me a little tease. Give me like one. Rob, you feeling me here? Give me one button it's undone that maybe shouldn't be. You know what I'm talking about? Like let the mind play the tricks. You know what I mean?
But
I don't want to see it all, man.
But when you're that age, I think in the time that we live in, and the social media and all that, the pressure on to have this perfect body, show this body, and be body positive is out there. So these girls don't care.
You still think it's out there, man? I think fat chicks are cool now, man.
Oh yeah, it's body positive. They are absolutely winning.
Yeah,
they are winning.
Yeah,
and I'm here for it. I'm all here for being.
I am an equal opportunity lover, baby. That's right.
I'm here for
the overweight lover hurricane, right there, Cam. We're gonna love them all, Cam. Right? Black, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Asian.
Oh, brother.
Line them up.
No, I really am here for the body positive, but also be respectful about it.
I hear you.
I wasn't one like that.
What are you gonna do when you go on your first date? Your mother's gonna like jump in the back seat of the
Nah,
car.
she'll be like, "Who is this girl you dating with?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm not that bad. You can ask Devon, my oldest son.
Devon was a big hit with the ladies. You said,
yes.
Too, right?
So I mean, I wasn't that bad. It's not me that he has to worry about.
Yeah.
It's his TTs. And
now that part I won't deal with. I can't deal with.
The girls were really aggressive with throwing themselves at Devon. I'm not gonna lie. Anywhere I went with him, the girls were.
He's tall, handsome dude.
He's a good-looking kid. I made a good baby, and I made another good one too.
I got a question, right? We're gonna go back here a little bit. We talked about fashion, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what blows my mind? Ripped jeans.
Oh my God! Remember they were like the.
Like, are they still cool?
Yes.
They are.
Yes, and that's part of the dress code. They cannot come to school
with ripped jeans.
With ripped jeans, or they'll get sent home, or they have to change their clothes.
Not even at the knee.
Not even at the knee. Nothing can be ripped.
What was it? What was the other parts of the dress code?
They obviously, when they're in their shop, they have to have coverage on their feet. Yeah. They can't wear no slides. They can't wear no leggings. Yeah. No slides, and obviously no skin.
Some girls will be rocking the Timbs in shop, probably. Maybe something like that.
I told him I have to grab him a pair.
Yeah, of course.
So you won't ruin all the sneakers. They can wear sneakers, but the price we pay for these sneakers, I'm not really trying to have them.
Yeah, getting scrambled eggs on them.
And this kid, sneakers ain't cheap. He's a size 12 in men's, and he's still growing. So.
I'm a size 12 in men's. So I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna talk to my brother. We'll get the hook up. You ready for that? But who started the phenomenon of ripped jeans? Can we Google that, Rob? Sure. Like, I mean, how does this happen?
I want to say he started in the 80s. Let's.
No.
You think so?
No.
Wasn't it Bruce Springsteen with his pants in the ripped jean in the front and then the handkerchief?
Nah, that's like cowboy ripped jeans. I'm talking about the calculated, perforated, raise it out.
I remember that when I was.
We're not talking about holes from wear and tear.
All right, so
those were always cool. We're talking about prefabbed, premedicated.
I want to say that's
cutting
late.
of jeans.
I want to say that's mid '90s. To be quite honest,
I'm a little later than that.
You think so? Because I remember doing it when Cross Colors came out and all that, and I was in middle school, so that was probably like 93, 94, around that.
Did you fall into the ripped jean thing?
I did.
You did?
I did.
It's been around since the 70s.
Yeah, no shit.
Punk rock moment.
Yeah, but we wanted like the rebirth of it, Rob.
Oh, okay. Rebirth said 2010.
2010.
That's a lie. It's longer than that.
2010.
They always, you know what? I'm tired of this generation underneath mine. Always trying to take credit for stuff that was already made. Like,
Really?
they always trying to take credit for
Now,
their.
let me ask you a question. When you put those ripped jeans, you know what happened to me? Cam, if I put ripped jeans on, I would stick my big foot through a hole that's a little too big already, and I'd fuck the whole jean up.
Yes, that would
You know what I mean?
that definitely
And my foot would
happen.
get caught in one of those holes. then one would be coming like barely below my knee. It would not be.
First of all, I used to get in trouble for wearing those.
From your mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mother, that's a good pair of jeans. Blah 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 blah.
Now,
Yeah.
would you rip them yourself or would you buy them busted?
At first, I started ripping them myself, and
How
then
you do it with a razor, right? Or like
it was like a razor.
Grind it down,
Yeah.
right?
Or like you did the little slit, and then you take the fringe, and you start pulling at your.
What's the most provocative rip? Let me draw something out for you, okay?
The most provocative rip I want to say is the butt cheek, because I used to do that all the time and get in trouble for it, like big time, because my butt cheek would hang
below
out,
your butt cheek?
like
Or
right there.
on it.
It was like right the crease.
Your mom is cray. You know that, right?
It was on the crease.
All right, so we got the pants here, right,
Yeah.
Rob? And an honest, I'm not. Okay?
And the crotch, the bend. There was a lot of times where men were doing
This is
that.
awful, right?
So right here was the like.
So you're going that far with it, right?
Right. That's the front and the
Yeah.
back. Like some
Oh.
girls would do the front other than the back, but right in that general area, that's where you sat down, you could see everything, and there's a
That's
big
the
hole.
first acceptable rep.
Not really. The first one was like really like a little bit above the knee.
Yeah.
It was
So
it.
you're gonna work your way up to the
Right, and then-
R-rated rep, right?
Yeah, so there was like 3, and then you try the 3s. Like 1, 2, 3, and then
Now, is it tough, like keeping them whole, like after that? Like, I mean, you have to be careful. Like,
right. If you didn't buy them like that,
Yeah.
it was hard to maintain like a hole. Like because obviously it would just grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So like there was tricks that we used to do, like clear nail polish.
Clear nail polish
on along the seam where we taught like
To
to
give it-
get
to
it
give
hard
it-
and
yeah.
to get it to stay.
How about wearing leggings under ripped jeans? Have
We
you
used to
seen
do that too, yeah.
Yeah. I like Sheila did that. She was 14
I used
years
to wear
younger.
leggings with
14 years
shorts.
younger than me, Kim. You like that, baby boy?
Man, if I was born in the 90s,
Well, you would be killing it, huh?
nah, I mean, if my grandmother, if we were still doing this, so like if everyone was still doing this,
Yeah.
and my mother was still wearing the same pants that they wore back in the 90s,
Yeah, you'd be pissed off.
nah, my grandmother will probably be.
Your mother will probably be. Mm-hmm. You watch your mother like a hawk, though. I know that about you. That's for sure. Do we have another party? I mean, at your house? What's going on here?
Not that I know of anytime soon.
I
Football. The fool's ball season is about to commence. So
Fool's ball.
You
Tom
know-
Brady in Tampa Bay, first game for the Cowboys.
and they gonna lose, but
Ain't gonna be a good day.
It's not gonna be
Ain't
celebration
for my
and-
Cowboy people out there.
it's not gonna be a celebration in my house. I know that for a fact.
All right, now we got. All right, let's talk about Corona comeback. Okay. 3,335 new cases in Mass. These hillbilly, non-science, non-medicine, Trump states, okay, are paying a heavy price right now for this. Cam Newton, the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots, is going to miss a week of practice and could lose his job as starting quarterback because of Corona protocol. Okay? It's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. And are we ready for it? Are you ready for a school mask mandate?
They already have to wear it. That was today. That was said today.
Mm-hmm.
They are upholding it until October.
Because I looked into the cities and towns and they didn't have formal breakfast yet.
All right, so I think
27.
What?
27. Everybody in mass.
for
27 masks.
for masks. So
Restaurants and public places.
again,
When is this?
27. Coming up.
it's supposed to be back to the mandate. So schools, as of today, we were told that no matter what, until October, there was a date in October that they will be enforcing masks all day, whether you had a shot or not.
Wow.
So in school,
Is that fair?
I mean, it really isn't, because that was their go-to for getting people to get the shot.
Sure.
So now they're saying that we have to have them. And it sucks. That was part of the reason why I got my shot, because at work,
Yeah, of course. I was surprised that you pulled the trigger on that too, by the way.
you know, I had to ask a lot of questions and stuff like that. But at work, you know, they were making it seem like we wouldn't have a job if we didn't get that. They didn't say it precisely,
Sure.
but it felt like that was coming. You know what I mean? Like a lot of other
Sure.
places.
Oh, it's going to come to that.
Right. So I figured that I just go ahead and do it. My second shot is actually this week.
Sure.
I'm trying to get my husband on board, and he is definitely not.
What, not doing a vaccine, really?
No.
Wow. How come?
I don't. He's just stubborn, and he just won't.
Won't get the vaccine.
I'm trying. You know, I'm going to
Now,
recruit
no
some of his
pressure
friends.
from the NBFD?
Not yet, and that's what I told him. I said, you know, y'all working for a government, you know,
Yeah.
so it's gonna come sooner or later for that entity. You know, you're going, especially his line of work.
Yeah.
If it's a protectant, I think that he should get it. You know.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, and he was thinking about it. He kept saying Johnson & Johnson, and I told him, no, not Johnson & Johnson, because of the whole blood clot. I said, I know you get on my nerves, but I don't want to see you leave this earth yet. I was like, so, I mean, I told him, just think about it. You know, I said, I got it. You'll see my reaction. You're home with me.
Yeah.
You know, all I had was a sore arm.
What is his problem with it? I don't want to say problem, but what's his objection to it?
I just think he feels as if it's too fast. But I also told him the same stuff that I told you guys.
Now, something just got certified by the Food and Drug Administration,
Pfizer.
right?
Pfizer just got certified, and that's the one that my job is administrating. You know, so I just, you know, I'm not gonna pressure him, but I do talk to him about it. You know, Cam's about to get his too. So, and I asked him, unlike some parents, I asked my child,
Yeah.
is this something
You're
you
cool with it, Cam?
I mean, I have no choice, but if I have to do it, well, I gotta do it to go back to
School.
go back. Yeah.
Now, you excited to go back in school? Because your mom said you liked it. My nephew liked it too,
being homeschooled.
Homeschool.
I mean, when I first started, I didn't, but kind of did a little bit, but now I'm starting to.
I think he wants to be around
Yeah.
peers.
Yeah, of
You know, he really did. He excelled being home.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He did absolutely great at home
Sure.
by himself. No, you know,
Distractions,
nothing,
No jocularity, no
nothing.
nonsense.
At the beginning, because he was so used to another routine, it took us a while. But once he got the hang of it, this kid took off. And he did enjoy it. You know, he had time in between classes to do a whole bunch of nothing. Eat me out of house and home, but he did. He really did that.
That's awesome. Now you looking to go in there and make friends. You got a couple of homeboys. You got in school that you're already cool with, or what?
We knew a couple people.
I knew, well, because I knew a lot of people for a long time, because I met them back in elementary school when I
Sure,
first
yeah,
started.
yeah,
So so I knew a lot for a long time.
Cool.
I'm hoping that, you know, he makes some positive friends.
Sure.
You know, some positive friends that are into the same things he is, and you know, just stay positive through the whole school year. I'm very proud of this kid.
So
You have no
this
idea.
is my family's, the Bedford Whalers, to the ride or die.
Do you know it pains me to have 2 bears in my family? You have no idea how hurtful. I will never forget sitting in that gymnasium for the first orientation with my Devon. And I turned to him and I said, I can't even believe I'm sitting here right now. I said, I am still and will always be 100% a Whaler.
Ride or die, me too.
I am, man. You can put my kids in both, but we still Whalers in my house. I tell you that much.
I hear you. Could be worse. Okay. That's the vocational schools are absolutely taking off. I just wonder for how long are they gonna get away with cherry picking. I do think it's a little.
I think it's
a little unfair.
It is, but at the same time, if somebody really wants to learn or really wants a trade, and then there's somebody there that's taking up a spot that's just there just to be there, a disruptive kid or doesn't really have any intentions. I understand their cherry picking method to an extent, and you have someone like Kim who is exceptionally well, was in ASD programs pretty much all through his elementary school and middle school. And now, I'm grateful that they chose him, It's not all the time that you have a child that's on the spectrum in a vocational high school.
Sure.
So
congratulations, brother.
they're taking the right steps. They're taking the right steps forward as far as that. And I did see a lot more colored faces today, which was it was refreshing to see that.
They're gonna have to get their quotas up, or the government is gonna make them. So it's best to do it by yourself. We're gonna switch gears right now for a second. We're gonna talk about R. Kelly. Some people have you believe he's one of the worst human beings on the face of the earth.
It just keeps getting
Now,
better.
is he incarcerated right now?
Yes. He's been.
Where?
All right. So he's somewhere in Chicago. I don't know if he's somewhere in Chicago. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it just keeps getting better and better. Like, it's wild and wild. Like, when he heard, I guess when Bill Cosby got out, he wanted to get out. There was no way in hell they were gonna let his ass out.
Nah.
And he keeps digging his hole deeper and deeper. Now they got young men coming forward.
Really?
There's young men coming forward, and then the doctor that they forced to testify, and then the old manager that they forced to testify. And I don't understand how they're saying forced. Like, are they saying that?
No, they can force you to testify.
Yes. Are they?
They'll hold you in contempt of court if you don't, and they can put you in jail, right, Rob?
So I was reading some of the transcripts as far as when it goes back to Aaliyah, rest in peace. Saying the
He
manager.
married her so she could get an abortion, correct?
It was kind of along that lines. He married her so it wouldn't look so suspicious. So the manager in question was testifying, and I read his testimony, and he was saying that he didn't think nothing of it at first. He just thought, he's mentoring her, singing, and he was like, then eventually, like they were spending alone time, and he was like, okay, this is like a little bit too much alone time, and then they started wearing matching outfits, and then and he said there was one day, I think they was like in Atlanta or whatever, and he got Atlanta or Florida, and he got a phone call, and R. Kelly was like, I need to go. I need a round trip ticket. Aaliyah's in trouble.
Sure.
And he kept pushing R. Kelly to tell him what's wrong, and he wouldn't tell him. And then it finally came out, and it was kind of like, are you going to talk? Like, R. Kelly says, are you going to talk? Like, whose side are you on? But, like, he was, like, pretty much pressuring these people. It was, like, all money. Like,
now, in your opinion, was he having sex with underage girls?
Yes.
And underage boys?
I don't know about the boys, but it possibly could be.
Yeah.
He could be that.
Now, how underage? Were they
I think they were borderline They were borderline. They were getting ready to turn into
A woman.
17, 18.
Yeah.
So I think he did it in a way that while he was messing with them, they were turning
Sure.
old enough.
Old enough.
So when she did hit the fan, she was old
What
enough.
is the age of consent in Illinois?
I think it's
16
17.
or 17.
17.
What is the lowest age of consent in the United States? I know you can. I know you can have sex with an animal in 6 states legally in this country.
16.
16, the age of consent is in Chicago. What is the lowest age of consent in this country?
It says 16.
16 is
What is the
all
lowest
around.
age?
All around.
Lowest stage, yeah.
All around.
Really?
In Massachusetts, 17.
Sure.
So I just feel like he knew exactly what he was doing. And you got to remember his backstory. He was touched as a little boy. So he was molested. So I wouldn't put it past him to actually touch little boys, like young men. Like,
Is that an excuse?
It's not an excuse.
But it has to play some kind of role.
It has to, psychologically.
How about in sentencing? Like, if this guy was abused as a child, and that was a behavior
But
that was
see,
learned,
it goes to, okay, yes, it was a behavior that was learned, but it's also a behavior that can be fixed if you want it to be fixed. And me being a psych major, I'm not saying you can suppress, but you can work yourself around it.
Yeah.
And also, I blame the people that were around him that knew his urges, that were his helpers.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. The people closest to you can do a lot more damage to you, than anybody else.
And he was the one with the money, so why tell him no? They all knew.
I believe I can fly.
You know what sucks is that
I believe I can touch the
that was
sky.
such a wonderful full song, and it just sucks.
Why are you laughing at me? Because I have no singing talent whatsoever.
0.
You motherfuckers are lucky because I got the rock star down pat. Okay, boy.
0
Let me
ounce
tell you,
of
a lot of guys like Mick
holding
Jagger,
a note.
Paul McCartney, Mick Fleetwood. They're all lucky, Cam, because if I could sing, they'd be done.
Listen.
You should do another studio.
I said, what,
He wants you. Oh Lord.
Really?
You should make a music studio.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, brother.
Cameron, do not encourage that behavior.
Rod's is one of the best producers in the world. Speaking of people who can't sing and get famous for doing it, Britney Spears. She got her money. Her father let her take it at the end of the day, right? I thought that was gentlemanly. He didn't want
I don't know if he let her. I think he probably was like, you know what? It's gonna all come back to me if I don't. And I think he just was like,
he wanted to avoid the circus.
Yeah.
And he did it.
as I think he wanted to avoid the circus. I can't hear. Oh, there we go. I couldn't hear myself, but I think he wanted to avoid the circus and avoid any more media scrutiny than what he's been going through.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting old. Knowing him,
Yeah,
he'll probably have a heart attack if anymore.
You know, people. It's no fun when the satellite trucks have your house surrounded. Believe me, I bet it's awful, 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 awful. But now Britney's on the road, so is anything going on with her?
I saw something about like her animals or whatever, but I think that's bull because I read it in the Daily Mail, so they are bull crap.
Why? What's going on with her and animals?
I guess they're saying that a housekeeper took her dogs because they were malnourished. She wasn't taking care of them, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, okay. I'm like, anything to put her in a negative light. But I think she's been quiet for the most part. I think she's celebrating. I think, I want to talk about.
She's spending that money.
I don't think she's spending money. I don't think so at all. Let's talk about somebody who ain't getting no money. Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband.
Why? What happened with him?
Well, it's all starting to come out. Then how she felt and how, when they went to counseling and stuff like that. And she felt as if she couldn't trust him. He became a loser, pretty much. He became a straight-up loser and was using her like a typical bum-ass man. I said it. A bum-ass man that leeches off of women and then had the nerve to ask for child support for children that you don't have.
How about the women that leech off of men? Are they bum-ass chicks?
They are.
All right.
They definitely are, in my eyes.
Just in case we keep that 2 week, that 2-way streak going, right, Cam, baby?
They are.
Right,
I don't
Cam?
respect any woman who uses a child as leverage or uses, her vagina as leverage either.
Do vaginas as leverage are a long, effective tool in the power of persuasion and manipulating people. Some guys just cannot
Stay away.
say no.
No.
Okay, next up, this is my boy Cam, meteorologist, and they need to face the music. This is my idea, okay? If they want to report on future storms like they are a sport, and project devastation and project inches and project massive fire outlets. Right, Rob? You feeling me here?
Yep.
Then they should, after the storm ends, have a press conference where real reporters can go in, like after a football game, and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Jones, how come your quarterback was so bad today?" And say,
Oh, yeah.
"Excuse me, Mr. Giorgi, was your Doppler off? Did you underestimate the wind current? Was it the jet stream that took you too far?" I mean, Rob, talk to me.
They don't ever apologize.
How can these guys be wrong more than they're right and still maintain a job? Like, who's watching the watches? Who's keeping the keepers? Like, they need. Do you understand that the Providence Place Mall was shut down?
Listen.
That both casinos were
The
shut
Dartmouth
down.
Mall was shut down too.
Okay, that is crazy.
Listen, so let's talk about this, all right? Because I feel like if you lived in New England pretty much your whole life for a certain amount of time, by the time a hurricane reaches us, it's usually a tropical storm, unless it's sitting in the water when it's hitting us. So,
Even as a tropical storm, it's like the 19th.
oh my God, a twig
worst
fell.
level. It was terrible.
A twig fell. I looked out I looked in my yard. The garbage barrel rolled.
But let me ask, but just think of the chaos and the frenzy. How many alerts did you get on your phone?
Oh my God, I got 3.
How many alerts, Rob?
Tons of them.
I mean,
Okay.
What the I mean, for what?
I work in a store, and this was chaotic. I worked in the store the Saturday
sure it
and the
was.
Friday. It was, and it
I
was
was
just.
going to tape the windows to the studio.
Listen, I got a little
Like
nervous.
that?
I was like trying to take the ACs out. My husband's like, "What are you doing that for? It's not gonna be nothing." Here I am talking about, "Can you go get candles?" And he's like, "We don't need that. We don't need that."
Yeah, it's absolutely the same. But I mean, is that a crazy idea, Rob? To have like the weatherman and just listen, open them up for questions. Why not? Okay. Cam from New Bedford wants to ask John Giorgi this. John, I watched your last 3 storm specials, and you haven't been right in your last 3. What are you going to do to change this pattern? Do you need to self-scout? Do you need to reevaluate your methods on predicting weather? What do you need to do, man?
I think I'll probably do. Better than him.
I bet you would too.
Yeah, cause
Yeah, I hear you.
here's what you
I
gotta.
love the way you look at the snow when it starts coming down quickly.
Cause here's what you gotta do to do a perfect press conference and do better weather report.
Yep.
So first, you need a microphone to do it, cause
Yeah.
it's the most important thing. And then
You had somebody made you your microphone, right?
yeah.
Who made you your mic?
A friend of hers.
Okay, cool. I'm with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm
You
gonna.
gotta actually be out there, right?
Yeah, you'll be out there.
Yeah, I
You gotta
gotta.
be on
I
That's
gotta
not
be-
like what you're out there. You're in the snow and you're in the
yeah,
rain.
gotta be out
And
there.
you look uncomfortable out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I only do the winter season because summer. Summer's not my thing.
No,
Dude,
no,
I
you
just
like
do.
the heat. It's hot out there.
I just do
Just
winter.
drop the mic. It's too hot. Stay inside. I'm out. Cam. Drop the mic.
He likes the storms, the blizzards.
Yeah,
the,
so-
Yeah, of course. But I'm for these meteorologists.
His camera woman don't, 'cause
Have
I
to
be freezing.
Have to answer some questions.
I think they should too.
You gotta find a nice little hot cameraman walking around the Bedford Vault. Right?
Yeah,
Tell
but-
them to help wanted for Cam the
I'll
weatherman
be.
school.
I'll be
Your
like.
mom quit. Say.
Yeah, I'll be like, good afternoon, people. Here's what we have today. So today, for our announcement, there will be no school for 2 days because of
You wish.
the snowstorm and because of the cold weather.
Yeah. Let me ask everybody a question here. What can affect the economy like a bad weather forecast?
Nothing actually.
What? Not many things.
A pandemic.
A pandemic. There you go.
It's just
That
equally.
is one thing, but I think it's about time we hold them accountable. I think that they just be
Right. They don't ever apologize. They don't ever say
yeah,
anything.
They don't say, "Listen, man, I dropped the ball. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. We'll try to get it right next time." But I want a rating service for them, so okay, where to go, who gets it right the most, and it should be room because you know something. If a quarterback has a bad day, he gets his ball busted in his press conference. If a coach has a bad day, he gets his ball busted. If a politician has a bad day, he gets his ball busted. If a cop has a bad day, he gets his ball busted. If the teachers don't perform and get the pass-up kids from MCAS, they get their ball busted. When are we going to bust their balls for lack of performance? Or is the weather just a crapshoot, so why have it anyway? Why give it that much time? But we're going to keep it moving. Things you cannot apologize for. Think of one on the top of your head. What was the last apology you said you turned down?
Well, I don't get apologies in my house because someone's always right. But
How about like friends? Can you?
Sometimes overstepping your friend boundaries.
Like, what's that?
When I say overstepping, just entering yourself in certain things. And
Sure.
I think as a friend, you always want the best for your friend, but
Saying something bad about your family or child.
right, that's a disrespectful. That's that one. Say something about my spouse. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Don't ever disrespect, my husband. Don't ever disrespect my kids or my mother. My father, I don't care, but you do what y'all want. My close friends, same thing. I just feel like there's certain levels to the apology too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like sleeping with somebody, like a family member that slept with somebody that you have. I feel like
Cheating with the
cheating
with the friends, man.
yeah,
You can't apologize for it.
no. It's one thing that
How about punching somebody in the face? Like, that's a lifetime friend. Can they come back for that?
you can. I mean, friends fight.
Yeah.
I mean, physically, but some people, it all depends on the person. You know what I mean? Some people hold grudges and don't accept apologies. And some people just, take some time, take some healing, and they keep it moving.
We keep it moving like my boy. How many people can you date at once?
You know what I say.
How many people can you date at once?
I said-
Can a grown woman date 3 men at once?
Absolutely. As long as she's honest and open and tells them all, listen, it's a free game. Treating 1, 2, 3, y'all all in the game. Get it together. Get it together.
It's a 100-yard dash or a mile.
Exactly. Men should be able to.
This is like the Olympics.
This is the
right?
difference, though. Men should be able to do the same thing, but men do it so sneaky and always want to be so quiet about it. Like, come out right up front. Some men are like that. Come right out and be like, look, we're dating. We can talk to whoever we want. The dating is a feeling out situation. I have to feel you out. I have to feel her out. I have to feel her out.
Yeah.
Like, after a certain amount of time, then we'll talk about being serious. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. And how long does that time take?
I say about 3 months.
Because I've been talking to my niece, and she's like, the difference, like, first you meet up at a place, then you start talking, then you start dating, then you start going steady. And
I feel like 3 months is a sufficient amount of time because, you have the talking phase, which can last for a month. The dating, and then, you start going out places with each other or whatever, and things start to climb within the 2 months.
Are you going to be
3
an
months.
advisor on Cam's first crush?
I'm going to let him make his own decisions. I mean, I'm gonna have to trust in him
Hopefully.
to make his own decisions.
Hopefully that happens.
I did with his brother. I was really good with Devon.
There must have been some you liked and some you didn't.
I didn't really. Devon was very quiet about things, so like I'd say certain things like, "Oh, I think she's cute." There was one girl that he thought was cute, and ever like Valentine's Day was his girlfriend. He went. He asked me. He didn't have a job. Obviously, he was in high school. Asked me to buy her something for her, and I did. She dumped him on the same day.
Oh, that's cold.
I would have punched her in her face. That's a different kind of hate. No, that's a different kind of advisement. But I just always told him, pick somebody. I didn't say model after me because I wasn't the best role model, as far as, what he's seen at that age. But pick somebody that you feel is right for you, that can add to you. You know what I mean? To help you be a better you. And that's how I looked at my husband. My husband helped me be a better me.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes I want to deck his ass.
Yeah.
But you have to, when you choose a partner, you always have to find somebody that makes you feel like you can be a better you and bring it out of you.
Yeah. Just make sure you get them Dallas shirts ironed nice and tight.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What do we got next, Rob? Would you ever call the police on a family member?
Yep. Depends on what they did. It depends on who this family member is.
I don't see you as a cop caller.
I'm not a cop caller, but you know what? If I feel disrespected and I feel like something was very out of line and I feel like, how can I say, like, I feel like it's just totally out of line and disrespected. I definitely
Would you turn one in if they were wanted for him?
Nah, hell no.
No.
No, that's not my style.
No. So, what could he do that's so egregious that you would
put his hands on me, put his hands on my kids, put his hands on my mother.
Yeah.
That right there, that's
I would
grounds.
think you would stab him first, though.
I'd be in jail too. Don't get it twisted. I definitely be in jail. But one thing I'm not is a snitch. I've dealt with many men.
All right, so this is an interesting word, right? It's the word snitch, because I think it's very overused, right?
Yes.
Like, what are the rules for snitching in the hood? Rob, what are they? I mean, if a guy knocks an old woman's teeth out and steals your pocketbook,
you need to be told on, because that right there, that's some dumbass shit.
Okay.
To be doing.
But so you're not a snitch if that happens.
No.
You must hear.
It's
don't
respectful.
snitch a lot at your age, right?
No, not for his age. More my son's age, the older one.
The older one,
23,
okay.
24. You know,
Okay.
like as far as street matters go,
Yeah.
you don't talk about street matters. You don't snitch on street matters at all.
Okay, all right. But we got to define that.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm dying to have this conversation about snitching, because I think my thing of snitching is this, right? If you have a collective body of people that you decide to engage in a criminal activity with,
Correct.
right? And everything is pretty much fair and everything's kind of laid out, and especially, are you feeling me, Rob, with this?
Right.
Then, if you get caught and the others don't, and you tell, that's a stone cold snitch.
Correct.
Okay. Now, if you're in a game, and I'm not talking about, like, I was in a game, I wasn't selling anything illegal, I never made illegal money, but I was in the clubs, out in the street partying.
Correct.
I took the wrong turn one night. A couple of dudes from the Bedford dinged me up with bats.
I wouldn't tell.
Right. I did not tell, and they all know I did it. Okay.
Correct.
Because even though they knew who I was, they did not know me. They attacked me because they knew who I was. Okay. You can't win them all.
Correct.
You can't. I mean, if you walk around living that life, something's gonna swing back your way. So I just looked at it and say, "Listen, man, that's the price
Listen.
for being there." Now,
I would be a Shania Jenkins. That would be me. I can't recall. I don't recall.
Okay, but now, those 5 kids beat up a straight civilian with a bat.
That's a different story.
That's a different story.
That, to me, if it's somebody that does not live in, like, if it's somebody random, like say my son who's not even close to anything like that, is just walking down the street and they decided, oh yeah, you're damn right, I'm telling.
Okay, But listen, I'm not breaking the law at that time. I'm not selling drugs at that time.
Correct.
I'm not in a gang at that time.
Correct.
But I'm visible. I'm popular. I'm out. I'm in it. Right.
Right.
That's how I looked at it.
There's so many aspects of the word snitching, but the way I grew up is street. You just don't do it. Street things, you just don't do it. You let them handle it amongst themselves.
Now, two grown men get into a fight, one gets knocked out, right?
That's their business.
Did you see that fight in the Buffett on film?
Which one?
With Foos. Have you ever seen that yet? I'm going to show it to you. My brother sent it to me.
I haven't seen.
It was at Butler Park. Crazy.
When was this?
About a week ago.
I didn't see it.
Okay. Now, Rob, what is snitching? What is not to? Give me an example where something isn't snitching.
Like the post I made the other day on Facebook about somebody being totally unprofessional.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's. But somebody would say.
Well, I mean, I snitched.
Of course, but that's definitely honest.
Now, how you start because you gave context to where you were and what you were doing.
Right. So
that's not snitching at all.
You don't think so?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Some people look at it that way.
Like that.
That's called calling somebody out.
That's calling somebody out.
For their
The punk
unprofessionalism.
move was to do what happened to you.
Yeah.
And I get along with that guy. And when I see him, we're going to have a conversation because, I mean, what's it coming to? That an artist can't have his own producer on the stage? Like, this is becoming a problem in your community, Rob.
No, well,
I mean, look at this shit.
About putting it on Facebook, but I put it on Facebook because other people have to deal with this dude, so I want them.
Why not? And
Why
this
shouldn't
is,
you? But I have no problem when you. I called you right away.
yeah.
But let me ask you a question. The Portuguese music community is at a crisis situation right now. I mean, look at what's going on with Sandro. Look at all the beefs. Nobody's talking. You, a world-recognized producer, you're gonna get thrown off a fucking stage in Fall River because the artist wants you there.
Yeah, that didn't make
I
sense.
mean, what are we coming down to? I mean, what is Flo? Suge Knight now? Like, I mean, what's happening here?
I don't know.
That's some crazy unprofessional bullshit.
That is unprofessional.
But people are saying, like, people are texting me saying, "Why are you snitching?"
Nah, tell them mind their business. It's actually putting somebody out there for their. No, that's just like a bad review. You gave your honest review of the person.
The punk move is for them taking you off. I don't understand that. I really can't understand it, man, and it's starting to really bother me.
Well, the reason people are getting on me is because they said you were leaving anyway. Because the artist knew, I told the artist I'd only be there for 2 songs. So everybody's like, well, you were leaving anyway, so why put that on Facebook? I'm like, because he did what he did, so I'm going to let everybody know because it was dumb. It was stupid.
Hey,
That's some catty bullshit right there. Okay, how about this?
give me my 7 questions.
Oh, you want your 7 questions? No, all right. Well, what do we got? So, all right, 7 questions. What do we got here?
Do I like people? No.
No, definitely not.
Give me. Kim, you want to play this game too?
I'll try.
All right,
I'll
cool.
try.
Well, we might have to leave you out of a few questions, but a place you would never go.
Victoria's Secret.
No, Kim, you got it all wrong, my dude.
Right
You got it all
now,
wrong.
right now, he won't go in there. He hates that place.
Listen to me. That's where you want to be, because that's where all the honeys go. Honeys go to the honeybee. Yeah. Listen, Kim. Let me tell you something. When I lived in California, okay, in Las Vegas, you know what we
That's Nevada.
That's Nevada, yeah. You know, but I lived in California and Las Vegas. But you know when we picked up girls? Because we didn't know anybody, right? We were young kids. At pharmacies and at the supermarket and at Victoria's Secrets. Act like we're going shopping for a girl. Because that's where the girls are. They're at CVS to buy their nail polish, to buy their feminine products, to get their birth control pills, right? They're there. Women go to CVS, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we did. Supermarkets, right? Mostly women. You agree, Rob?
Sure.
All right. So when you're on the road, you're going to adapt to this. You're going to go to where they're at. But we'll talk about that at another day.
A place where I do not want to go.
You would never go. Never go.
Never go.
Never go.
There have to be somewhere like the
Nashville, Tennessee.
The Midwest.
You're never gonna catch me in Nashville, Tennessee.
Me, it would be
a Trump rally. It ain't happening.
Yeah, you won't catch me there.
You going to a Trump rally?
Hell no.
Would you hang with a guy? Would you hang with a dude if you had a "Make America Great Again" hat on?
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nah.
No, I wouldn't be
knew
caught.
I liked you, bro.
I don't think anywhere in the Midwest I would be caught dead in. Not them trailer park people, no.
Stay away from that nasty crystal meth. That's a story for another day. What's the worst human trait? What's the worst trait a human being can have? Rob?
Based on all the true crime shows I've been watching on YouTube lately,
Yeah.
killing little kids, sexually abusing little kids.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like worse, like prison. I think like jealous, envious, aggressive,
Yeah, that's a part of aggressive. But
violent.
a violent. That's the worst trait. A violent, jealous.
See, I would think like a lion, conniving, backstabbing, backdooring. Don't have the balls to do it to your face.
But I think
kind of trait.
I think everybody
That's
has
the guy
that in
I
there
like.
though.
I'm not feeling that. Sport event that you want to attend, Mika?
A sport event I would like to attend an NBA Finals for the Boston Celtics.
Really?
I do, yes.
For me,
Yeah.
I would like to attend to like a wrestling main event.
You already been to WrestleMania.
No, not that. I would like
What
to.
do you mean? That's the main
A
event
main-
of all main
main-
events.
Yes, he went to WrestleMania a couple
Are you
years
fronting
back.
on this show, Cam? Are you bullshitting on the show? You said you want to go to a wrestling
And he was
event,
wait,
and
we-
you already-
No,
what
I mean for
what WrestleMania
AEW.
did you go to?
The 35 in New York.
You turned your back on the WWE.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, so
Listen.
did Riley.
No.
So did Riley and Sage. Mike, you listen to the sports show on Mondays?
No.
They're all about that AEW now, too.
Yeah, because you gotta. Well, don't forget. So on Friday, Rampage.
Yeah.
This is when everybody starts to like that company more than wrestling. Because what happened was, so AEW was going live in Chicago, and they were hoping if CM Punk returns.
Yeah.
And the crowd was chanting CM Punk. And once you hit the theme, everybody goes wild.
So
He's
CM
been
Punk
a CM,
returns?
he's a big CM Punk fan.
Yeah.
He was when in WWE too. So I mean, but he's been to the Ultimate Wrestling.
The
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden?
I never been to
No,
that.
Giant Stadium.
Oh, Giant Stadium.
Stadium.
Same thing. You're right. I suppose that I want to attend to. I want to go to a international soccer game somewhere.
Oh, they're hyped to those.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to go there. Rob, what do you want? Any
Go-
sport event you want to go
Go
to?
to Portugal.
Besides the Grammys, there's not one sport event. Like,
No, I mean I like UFC. I like boxing.
I like
there you go.
UFC.
So there you go. All right. Give me a celebrity you would vote for president, Cam.
Ooh.
Just one.
Just one, like a celebrity.
Yeah, but you got to think he's doing a good job. You can't nominate CM Punk for president.
No. Probably me.
But you're not.
You're not a celebrity yet.
No, but
You
once,
got a little way to go, bro.
but once I am, yeah.
Pretty big. Yeah, I hear you. How you gonna become a celebrity anyway?
Gonna try to make a lot of good money.
You like good money? How you gonna do that? Crypto?
No, try to get a job and
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
That's a tough one.
Let me get your job right here, Cam. Whenever you're ready. Give me one celebrity for president. Give me one.
Somebody famous.
What wrestler you think would be a good president?
Dwayne Johnson.
I
The
was gonna
Rock.
say him too.
The Rock. The
I
Rock.
I was voting for him too. I was
The
gonna
Rock.
say him straight up. Like I think he would make a
The
great.
Rock.
Really?
Oh my goodness, he is like the most people
He's
people
people's.
friendly
He's people's champ.
too.
He's the people's champ.
Yeah, he's the people's champ.
He's wonderful,
Oh, what the Rock is cooking.
huh?
I saw an interview for the new Jungle movie.
Yeah.
He did, and somebody said, "What? All these rumors you're gonna run for president?" And his face expression changed, and he was just like, "You never know."
Yeah.
He's also playing Black Adam.
What we have to find out is how bright he is.
He's
And the reason why I would go with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, because they're exceptionally bright. Okay? Exceptionally bright.
well, they're doing Subway commercials right now, so it's not looking too good for you.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. And I could see
You know who I could see running in politics?
LeBron.
Yes.
Yeah.
As much as I hate his ass, I could
She's a
see it.
hater.
As a woman of color, you give the benefit of the doubt.
LeBron is a good person
He's the
all
best.
around. I don't like him on the basketball court because he's a big crybaby. But like as a person, as a human being, he is a good man. Like,
you see that white kid that took a picture of the other day? Asked to take a selfie. He was losing his mind, a little kid, and he stopped. He took a picture, and then he gave the other kid his shoes.
he really is a good person. Like, I was listening to Carmelo talk about how he saved his life.
Why? What did he do?
They was on a boat, they was on a yacht, and everybody was jumping off, and Carmelo, I guess, got like almost like taken under by an undertow, and he's like, "Yo, help!" And everybody's just like, "What-do-do?" This is a while back, and when
Is that the banana boat that they call those guys the banana boat crew?
I think
Chris
so.
Bosh, Chris Paul.
Yes. So they all went on and nobody was paying attention, and LeBron just jumped. He said LeBron didn't even think twice, jumped right into action, grabbed him, and brought him up.
There you go.
Yeah, it's things like that that makes
A
you.
lot of brothers can't swim either.
Yeah.
Can you swim, bro?
Yeah.
What? Let me tell you something. That's
They
real.
can't. That
Well,
is.
That's real.
That is very real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Believe me when
I
tell you.
don't.
That's. I mean, obviously it's a stereotype, but in my life experience, oh yeah, terrifying
Oh
in
yeah.
the water.
I could see.
Big, strong basketball players, teammates of mine, absolutely terrified.
My age group
the
and
water.
higher, a lot of them really can't swim. Like his age group, like my sons, they can, but like
You
yeah.
you can't. That's one thing. As a parent, I think is an absolute must. You have to teach your kid at least a doggy paddle.
Both my kids know how to swim. He took swimming lessons when he was like about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
No, 9.
Was it? I thought it was younger than that. No,
I was 9.
Oh, Avery was like 4 or 5.
Avery was 4.
My nephew and my nieces, they all know. They all have taken swim lessons. It starts as far as like 1 year old. You can do that.
All right. One person you'd love to kiss, Rob Leonardo.
Ooh.
J-Lo, huh? You talking about Jenny from the block or Jenny with the Mercedes? Which J-Lo are we talking about here?
Both.
There you go.
I don't even know.
Or the girl that plays, who's the girl?
You can take a pass because your kid's here.
I know.
No, he knows. He knows.
All right. So who's the one person your mother would want to kiss? You think
Oh, I know. This is easy. Probably Drake.
Drake?
Yeah.
I love Drake. I do.
I listen to that Drake, Lil Wayne, Eminem song.
Yeah, that's an old one.
No,
No, but honestly, if I had to take, I absolutely think he's the finest. thing ever.
Either him or
Who's
the
the
other.
finest thing ever? Tell me, please.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
He's really good. Like, he's been good looking since high school. Like, if you go back in this bit, that boy has not been ugly at all.
I haven't heard that name in a long
I know.
He
time.
needs to stop worrying about being everything else and cement his legacy in football first so he can be iconic and be around forever. Okay. Who's he playing for now?
The Browns.
The Browns. But I like them more in the Giants.
Yeah, so did I. But Cleveland's too small for him.
They was a big brawler on the Cleveland field from what I seen online.
Big All right. Who's the person you'd love to kiss, Kim?
Oh man.
Stephanie McMahon?
Heck no.
Ew.
No.
Nah. Maybe
He's a Sasha.
Trish Stratus.
Oh, he
What's
took
Trish
it
Stratus?
back. He took it way back. Like Trish Stratus. You don't know who Trish Stratus
Yeah, I
is?
know her.
No, not he though. I'm surprised.
I-
That's old. She's one of the beginning.
Do you know
divas.
how to kiss? Well, why don't I tell you how I learned? I can't tell you about another, how I lost my virginity.
Yeah.
You're a little young for that. But I can tell you how I learned how to kiss, right? Watch soap operas. Guaranteed full proof way. That's how you learn. Is General Hospital still on?
That's Trish
Let me
Stratus.
see. You like blondes? I don't
She's
like
not blonde
blondes.
anymore.
That's
Nah,
not
she's
what?
not blonde.
She was wrestler, like back in the day when China and them were wrestling.
Really?
She was one of the bad
She
ones.
wrest-
back in the
I
day.
wouldn't kiss China with your lips, Cam.
nice.
Okay? No.
This is what she looks
She's
like
bigger
now.
than me. She's bigger than me.
This is what she looks like.
All right.
This is what she looks like now. She's still kind of
Trish
wrestling.
Stratus, huh? I feel you.
She was still wrestling when I was born.
Yeah, she was wrestling when you was born.
Yes.
One person I would love to kiss, Marissa Tomei.
She's still around.
Let's put her in a bit.
She was every
The Queen,
guy's
Haley-
crush in the
Haley
80s.
Berry. You know what I can't stand about Tiger Woods? I just gotta let it go again, right? Like he cheats with 30 girls, and they're all white trash with bad forever and New Bedford hair, man. I can't get it. You ever been down south, Rob? You ever been to a Shoney's, Rob? Shoney's is like Shoney's is like the poor man's Friendlies.
I can't.
So we're talking about some white trash bullshit going on here, right? And out of the 30 girls he cheated on his wife with, like 25 of them were waitresses from fucking Shoney's. You know I'm telling the truth.
They were
Rob,
terrible
you know I'm not
looking.
bullshit, right?
I haven't.
Oh, I
They are
guarantee
terrible.
you.
They were terrible looking.
70% of them were waitresses at Shoney's.
Almost
He
look-
was a serial Shoney's adulterer.
Like I feel like he was like they were really like terrible
Did they
escorts.
all look alike?
They were like
all white.
they were
all white.
white, blonde and terrible escorts looking like terrible
With
escorts.
bad, over manufactured, over hairsprayed hair.
Yeah, with fake.
was bad.
Fake everything.
Can we get the girls that Tiger Woods have had sex with? It's gotta be there somewhere. I swear to God, because that's that Florida lifestyle. That
Yeah, but they all like that stuff. They do down there. That's what
men
they
cheat
like.
down, women cheat up. Right? You agree with that?
Yes, I definitely agree.
Like if you are Tiger Woods, please God, Vanessa Williams, Nia Long. I mean, anybody. I mean, seriously, dude. So Halle Berry and I like that little Indian chick on The Office. What's her name again?
I don't
Mindy?
watch
Mindy?
Office.
Mindy, yeah,
Yeah.
Mindy. She hit me up on Twitter a couple of times, so. And Nora Jones. I'm gonna throw my girl Nora Jones in there. She was checking me out. One
You see
night at a
this?
club.
Yes.
What?
These girls that he's.
Yes.
Yeah. And they work at Shoney's. but they put a picture of all 30 of them.
Well, this is about.
This is 9 of them, right?
This is 9 of them. Yeah. No, this is,
But
Not-
there
not-
was more.
Nothing about working at Shoney's?
No.
Watch. I'm going to find it. Okay. One moment in time that you would like to relive.
What again?
One moment in time you'd like to relive.
Oh, me. Man, there's a lot.
All right. That's good.
There's a lot that I.
You want to
would love.
pass and come back with an answer when you're ready? Come on, give me one time. Give me one time.
I would love to relive back to when I was young and I used to I did a lot of crazy stuff back then when I was little.
Yes.
Like what? What are we looking at?
He was the evil Knievel of my children.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He had no fear whatsoever.
So where do you want to relive?
I wanted to relive when one day when I was young, my father took me to this big store in New York.
Yep.
It was pretty fun.
What store was it? Was it the big toy store? Was it the big Toys R
Yeah, it
Us?
was Toys R Us.
It was like the multi.
And it had and the best part I loved on that day when I was little was I took a picture with 2 of the best Marvel superheroes that I still love,
Like how?
Spider-Man and Iron Man.
Really? I feel you. I like Iron Man the movie. I like Morton Downey Jr. The twisted gate to that character.
I love him.
Yeah, he's a
There's nobody will ever play Iron Man
a
ever again.
fucked up, distorted.
Him and
man.
Wolverine.
That's why I love him. And Wolverine.
Nobody will never. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
nobody
think
will
anybody
play.
else could ever play them. I don't think anybody.
He played him for 17 years.
Now it's
Iron
20.
Man? Yeah.
No, Wolverine, 17.
Yeah.
It's 20.
All right, one moment in time you like to relive.
Oh wow.
Me and my brother had a New Year's Eve combined little soiree, right?
Oh Lord.
And the place was absolutely bananas. And I looked around, right? And we lost, like, the lights lights went out in the big room for some reason, so we had candles on the floor.
I can't do.
Girls were dancing around the candles. Their skirts were catching on fire. It was absolute madness. Probably the last time we've had that many friends in a room together, both of us. It was absolute madness, and I left just at the right time.
Did one of their pants fire?
Oh yeah, like the dressers caught on fire. That's how hot that party was.
What about the pants?
You think it's
Probably.
funny?
Did their pants get caught on fire?
A lot of pants were lot of things in their pants and their pants were on fire. 5:45. I look around and I see this little young Kanita hanging around. You know what I mean? Like about 4 or 5 years younger than me. I'm like, okay, time to go. Because I had a feeling my father, just when my parents got divorced, my father would show up because he knew that we were at the house alone. And my father came raging through the house, and like the debauchery. People were literally jumping out the second floor window of the house. But I will go back to that time and place at that party in a minute. How about you?
My freshman year in high school.
Oh, boy. There we go.
Oh, yeah. My freshman year was everything. In
I
high
wish we
school.
had the secret video cam on that.
My freshman year was everything.
How about you, Rob?
Anything that I did with my father and brother together.
Okay, cool. Now, is your brother still alive?
No.
No? Really?
Nobody's alive. My
Just
mom,
you?
my dad, my brother, they're all passed.
Wow, cool. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Well, you got a new family here. Well, it's not your family,
And
but
you're showing a
we
depressing.
do still. One concert, one venue. Alive, make believe, wherever. Easy for me. Easy for me right now. You want to hear it? You want to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
King of Pop, Michael
I
Jackson
always think
at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, man.
Give me it. Early 1980, right off the walls. Off the wall is
84.
Morphing into
So-
it's morphing into Thriller.
Billie Jean?
Oh, all of it. Yeah, the
Yeah,
moonwalk.
Billie
that-
Jean.
that's all that.
Nah.
Can you moonwalk?
A little bit.
All right. All right, so that's where I'm going. One concert, one time, one place. What's up with you?
Man,
Who would you like to see in a concert?
oh yeah, this is like I would love to see
You're so indecisive, Chip.
I mean, there's a lot of artists I love.
All right, but we need one right now.
Just one quick one.
Probably
Come
maybe
back to
J.
you.
Cole.
J. Cole?
Ah, yeah.
J. Cole.
Okay,
I
cool.
see that.
Yeah, what do you got?
I have Prince because I love Prince. And
I was just gonna say
Prince.
Prince.
So do I love Prince. So.
Prince,
Prince
I was.
in Minneapolis. You know, Prince was first team All-State in Minnesota.
It's so funny to even hear
Basketball
that.
player.
I know. It's just
Seriously.
crazy to even think of him
It's crazy.
like
Like,
that.
he was a serious basketball player, man. Did you know that, Rob?
I did not.
Watch the Charlie Murphy episodes.
Oh my God, that
tell you a
is
little
so
They tell you a
funny.
little bit about that, but I mean, to be first team All City in Minneapolis, you got to be a serious ball player.
He whipped Charlie Murphy's ass too.
Yeah. And he gave pancakes in his pajamas.
I mean, I forgot all about him.
One concert, Rob, for you. What? One venue.
I'd have to say, going by the past concerts I've seen, I'd have to say I'd like to see Whitney again.
Oh yeah. She
I
puts
saw
on good.
Prince the last time he was in
Everyone
Providence.
falls
I would like to see
in love sometimes.
Please don't sing. My ears, they're bleeding.
Oh man, I love it. Let me tell you something. Whitney Houston, greatest female vocalist of all time. Rob, is it even close?
She was sick when she was playing
Yeah.
in Providence, and I don't know even how she got through it, but she killed it. And she was sick.
Is there anybody even close? Like, I mean, who has the catalog that she has?
If you've seen her play live, she's just.
There's nobody that can sing like her live. Her voice is just the voice. That's
Okay.
Live was amazing.
Mariah Carey has more number ones than her. I was surprised about
but
that.
Mariah Carey,
Top 5 female vocalists of all time. Aho. Is Stevie Nicks top 5?
not for me.
Not for you? Is Mary J. Blige top 5?
nope.
For me. You're talking about singers?
Yeah, female vocalists. Give me the top 5 because this is a question I often ask.
So top
We got
five.
Whitney at number 1,
You don't have to
right?
answer that one because you don't know too many yet.
We got Whitney at number 2 was what? How about turn down the lights, turn down the day,
Hey, Donna Summers.
turn
don't
down
know.
the Bonnie Raitt? Nope, not making the cut.
Shania Twain is a good one. I like Shania Twain. I don't know.
Shania Twain.
She's
What
and Celine. So you can't add Whitney and Celine like not.
I would put Celine in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah, Celine.
But she's just a little stiff for me. Little too.
But you gotta give her voice. Her voice is like everything.
Yeah, I hear.
Um,
Mariah Carey, is she there? Vocalist? No.
I'm over Mariah.
It's all, you know.
I'm over Mariah.
So
There
what do you
really
got?
isn't too many singers.
Adele is pretty amazing.
I love her.
Adele? Okay, she might be in my top 5.
I'm sorry,
too.
and Amy's in my top 5.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh my
Yeah.
I'm with
god.
that, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Amy's definitely in mine. She's like,
Christina Aguilera can sing her ass off now. Let's not forget about her.
oh yeah, Christina could sing.
How about, so no Stevie Nicks? No.
For me, I mean, no, I don't think so.
You're not a Fleetwood Mac fan, huh?
I am, but I don't think she's one of the top vocalists of all time. That's not. I don't think that.
Female?
I don't.
She'd be close. Go ahead.
For me, I love Sade. Her performances have always done it for me. I am a Sade fan.
And then we're going to talk about Aretha Franklin
Yeah.
and Diana Ross.
Those are the
and
greats.
The iconics.
Yeah.
Eddie James.
You know who's crazy? That,
Oh.
I mean, is really a top vocalist. Is, believe it or not, is Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
heard her sing, stretch out and sing jazz and sing.
Let me ask you a question. Did she fool around? You know the movie A Star Is Born?
Mm-hmm.
You know that was been remade 7 times?
Has it?
Yeah. The exact same movie, and it's always a renegade non-actor that plays the man and a up-and-coming like the people who have played Star Is Born. Can we look up that? Some of the people that have played there? Mika. Now let me ask you a question. When they did that song at the Grammys, they have to have been fooling around. You think can you fake chemistry like that?
No, I've been in shows where people fake chemistry. that haven't
But like
worked
that,
out.
though?
Yeah, because it's all about emotion, and no, I don't think they fooled around. I doubt it.
Judy Garland played in A Star Is Born.
Yeah, who else too? I think Dolly Parton played The Star Is Born, right? I know
There's so many.
Chris Christopherson
Chris
played The Star Is
Christopherson
Born.
was with Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's been made. Do you watch that movie?
I never seen it.
Now, Mika,
Yeah.
the performance at the Grammys, right?
I watched it and I was like, it doesn't mean that I think they might have had something going on, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think like Bradley Cooper's her type, to be honest.
Really?
I don't think so. As fine as he is now, I don't think so.
See, I don't know. I think there's something. I'm a big body language guy. That's what I want to come back in my next life. Because I think that's the only way you can tell if somebody's really telling the truth or not. Okay? So, I thought so. But what do I know? I'm wrong more than I'm right, I guess. I am the Hurricane. We got my man Cam in the building. Great job right there. Love the hat. I love the hat. Cobra Kai.
No mercy.
Go
Strike
for it.
first.
And
Strike
let
hard.
me tell you something right now. You are cray if you think the Karate Kid is better than the Rockies.
I know.
Not even close.
Tell him. Yeah.
I am Hurricane Rocky Rob. Mika the Tweaker. My man, Cam the Weatherman, and me the Hurricane. We're out. Peace.